What is going on, traders? Welcome back to a brand new video. Celestin Capital here. And in this video, I'm excited to share my 2024 trading plan with you guys. Now, listen up. The reason I'm sharing this with you guys is so that you guys can hold me accountable as well as myself. All right. I want to change everything in 2024. Well, not everything, because 2023 was a profitable year. Don't get me wrong. But there were a lot of things, a lot of mistakes I've made, a lot of opportunities that I've missed out on just because I didn't stick to my trading plan. If I would have stuck to my trading plan, it would have been a much better year. So over the past couple of weeks, I've been reflecting, I've been analyzing, I've been doing some research, I've been studying myself, and I've been going over a couple of the trades that I journaled, that I recorded. And I noticed that a lot of the times I lost was because I didn't stick to my trading plan. All right. So I want to reveal my trading plan to you guys and have you guys hold me accountable as well as myself to stick to it, because I'm so excited for 2024. I know it's going to be a great year. I'm planning on taking a brand new FTMO challenge. I'm looking to take a 200K challenge. Now, all I'm waiting for is the discount. Today is Christmas Eve. I'm hoping that tomorrow, which is Christmas, FTMO throws a discount, because they're not like the funded trader always has discounts going on, but FTMO, it's rare that they give discounts. Usually during the holidays only, they give discounts. Like Black Friday, they had 20% off. I wish I would have taken advantage, but I spent money on other things. But again, I'm looking to purchase a challenge. I'm looking to purchase a 200K challenge. If they don't give us the discount, I'll probably just go for 100K. But all in all, what I'm trying to say is I'm going to be documenting every single trade that I take on that account. Every single trade is going to be on YouTube. Now, I may not trade it live, but I'm going to show you guys exactly the trades I got into, and it's going to make sense. I'm going to show you everything. You know, how I managed the trade, if I got stopped out, if it hit TP, so on and so forth. I'm going to show you guys every single thing. And the journaling software that I'm going to use for this is going to be TradeZella. Now, I do need to do more research on TradeZella before I actually decide to commit to using that as my trading journal. I've heard nothing but good things, but I just want to make sure I understand it and, I get a feel for it before I actually commit to it. So, as I said, I'm going to be taking an FTMO challenge in a brand new year. I'm not looking to trade until the second week of January. All right, the first week, I'm going to let it go by, let the market, set up or reset. I'm going to start trading the second week of January. And yeah, I'm excited for you guys. Before we go ahead and get into this trading plan, I want to show you guys actually my stats on FX Replay. So it's this right here. So with a 40% win rate, I managed to make 20% in total. This was over the span of, I think, 14 months or so. This was a 200K account, made 20%, and I'll show you guys exactly. Everything was 1 to 2 risk reward, and we're going to get into that in a little bit. You can see winners were 36, losers were 54. So even though I lost more trades than I won, I still came out profitable because of risk to reward. The average win streak was about 2. You guys can look over this. You can pause the video, look over this. I'm not going to go over every single detail, but you can see month by month basis, for the most part, I've been profitable. Now you can see there are some red months, but pay attention. The red months in comparison to the green months are much smaller. I lost 2%, 1% I lost, 4%. This was a crazy month, October. But for the most part, you can see all the winning months are bigger than the losing months, for the most part. And in total, I came out, again, up 20%. This is beautiful. On a 200K account, 20% is $40,000. So you guys do the math. If I were to gain more capital on $1 million account, 20% would be 200K, so on and so forth. You can do the math. So at this point, it's not my strategy that's the problem. And I've noticed that my strategy is not the problem, because again, 2023 came out profitable. I just made a lot of mistakes that caused me to lose a lot of money and for it to look as sloppy as it did. It's not the strategy. It's the way I manage myself, my psychology, and the risk. So I'm going to reveal everything to you guys in my trading plan, so you guys can see the stats over here one more time. And beautiful. Let's go ahead and hop into my 2024 trading plan. So first thing is patience. And again, I'm showing you guys this so you guys can hold me accountable as well as myself. All right. I want to make sure I put it out there so you guys can see. And if I don't stick to my plan, I want you guys to call me out in my comments, whatever the case is. I'm going to be documenting, as I said, every single trade that I take on the FTMO account. Patience Every single day or every single week, for that matter, is not a trading day or a trading week. I used to think that, oh, if I don't take a trade today, then I'm missing out. That's no case. I used to try and force trades. I used to try and take trades that were, I would stare at the charts for hours and hours and hours trying to find a trade. Like I was desperate for a trade. So that's changing in 2024. I'm letting you guys know that right now. No desperation. We're trading everything as if, we like, don't put anything on a pedestal, is what I'm trying to say. Don't put money on a pedestal. Don't put funding accounts on a pedestal. No, I know what I'm capable of. I know who I am. I've put in the work to understand myself, and I've put in the work to realize that I am capable of doing this, and I know I'm going to do it in 2024 especially. So 2024 is going to be a great year, and I'm excited for it. Patience. Not every day is a trading day. Not every week is a trading week. Sometimes you might take 2 trades a month, 3 trades a month, whatever the case is. That doesn't mean anything. Stop comparing yourself to people on social media who are taking scalps every day, who may be winning every day. A lot of them are false flexors, but for the most part, that's their strategy. My strategy is my strategy. Their strategy is their strategy. So let them focus on their strategy, and I'm going to focus on mine. Wait for clear market direction and bias. All right, that's plain and simple, straightforward. Wait for the market to be clear. Don't trade anything that doesn't make sense to you. Wait for A or B setup, nothing less. Do not take C setups. Do not take setups that have you second guessing, third guessing, fourth guessing. If it's not clear, if the setup is not an A or B setup, a setup that I've practiced, the MLBM or the NMLB setup, those are the 2 setups that I have. If it's not one of those, do not take it. Number 4, journal the trades. As I told you guys, I'm possibly going to be using TradeZella to journal my trades. So I'm excited for that. I may look into other ones, but TradeZella right now is at the top of my list. Stop rushing the process because great things take time. That's one thing I did in 2023 that really messed me up. I tried to force things. I tried to hurry up and pass a challenge so I can get to $1 million funded. Hurry up and pass this challenge so I can get this payout in before this certain amount of time, before this holiday, or I have my mom's birthday, I have my family's birthday, or I need to get a payout before. Stop rushing the process. You rushing the process just prolongs the process even more. All right, so stop rushing the process. Stay patient, stay diligent, because this is not a sprint, it is a marathon. Stop aiming for big payouts. It'll happen naturally as your capital increases. That's the most important thing. As your capital increases, the payouts will increase. You don't need to try and flip a 50K account and make 100% on it. You don't need to try to make 50% on it. All right. You can make 2%, purchase more challenges with that profit split, and continue to scale your capital higher and higher and higher. And from that higher capital, from the higher capital that you have, it will naturally happen. You will get bigger payouts. Next slide. It's only 2 slides or so. It's not a lot. I don't want to bore you guys. Risk management. This is the biggest thing. I'm going to be risking 1% as long as I'm at break even or above initial capital. So for the 200K challenge that I plan to purchase, if not the 100K challenge, let's say I'm at $200,000. I'm taking my first trade or whatever the case. Let's say I'm at $200,000. It's fine for me to risk 1%. If I win that trade, I will continue to risk 1%. But if I get under $200,000, let's say I win, I get to my risk to reward is a 1 to 2. So let's say I get to $4,000 and I lose, I don't know, my next 2 trades, and I'm back at $200,000. I'm still allowed to risk 1% because I'm at or above $200,000. But once I dip below $200,000, I am only risking 0.5%. So on a 200K account, that is $1,000. Instead of $2,000, now I'm risking $1,000 until I get to my break even, which is $2,000 or above that. So I'm risking 1% as long as I'm at break even or above initial capital. If I'm in drawdown, I'm risking 0.5%. Simple, nothing complicated. My risk to reward is a 1 to 2. That's it. That's what works best with my strategy. And that's what used to mess me over in 2023. I would try and catch 1 to 4s, 1 to 5s. I would see a lot of people on the internet. Oh, I just caught a 1 to 6. And I would try to imitate them. No, absolutely not. My strategy worked with 1 to 2. It's perfectly fine. You don't need a high risk to reward in order to be a profitable trader or in order to make a lot of money. It's not the case. Don't let people fool you thinking that you need 1 to 30s to make a lot of money. 2 trades a day max. 2 trades a day max. I don't care what the circumstances is. I don't care if that 3rd trade looks beautiful. I don't care if you get an intuition, something in your intuition, if something in your intuition tells you to take that 3rd trade, I do not care. Only 2 trades a day max. All right. That's it. There's no debating, no second guessing, no discussion over that. 2 trades a day max. If the first trade is a win, we're taking our money. We're going home. We're not trading anymore for the day. All right. If I win the first trade, we're taking our money and we're going home. But if I lose the first trade on the second, if there is an opportunity to take a second trade, then I will cut the risk in half. So if the first trade I risked 1% and I lose that trade, on the second trade, I'm only going to risk 0.5%. Let's say 200K account. I lose the first trade, which was $2,000, which is 1%. On the second trade, I'm only going to be risking $1,000. Let's say the first trade, let's say I'm below initial capital, so I'm risking 0.5%. Let's say I'm risking $1,000. All right, I'm below initial capital. I'm below $200,000. I'm below 200K. And I take my first trade. My first trade is going to be 0.5%, which is $1,000. If I lose my first trade, then my second trade, if there's an opportunity, I'm going to be risking $500. All right. Plain, cut, simple. That's it. All right. So again, 1% risk as long as I'm at break even or above. If I'm a drawdown, I risk 0.5%. My risk to reward is only 1 to 2. 2 trades a day max. If I win the first trade, we're done. We're going home. We're taking our profits and we're leaving. If I win the first trade, we're leaving. If I lose the first trade, the second trade will be half of the first trade. So again, if I'm in drawdown and my risk is $1,000, 0.5% on the first trade, and I lose it, then the second trade will be 0.25%, which is half of $1,000, which is $500, which is what I've just mentioned. So that's the end of my 2024 trading plan. Hopefully you guys, maybe you guys can grab something from it. Maybe, especially the risk to reward part. You do not need a high risk to reward in order to be profitable. I'm hoping that you guys learn something from this and you guys cultivate your own trading plan for 2024. Don't just go into 2024 without a plan, without some kind of edge in your favor, without proper preparation. All right, that's where I messed up in 2023. I just hopped into 2023 as if everything was going to be sunshine and rainbows, and it wasn't the case. So 2024, I'm coming back stronger. I'm coming back smarter. I'm coming back wiser, and I'm excited, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.